E-Maths class, Fatima Convent High School, myself, Dipali. Chapter 8, Quadrilaterals, Class 9. In this session, we are going to do exercise 8.2. Question number 1. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which PQRS are midpoints of sides AB, BC, CD and DA, and AC is the diagonal as shown in the figure. You have to prove that SR is parallel to AC and SR is half AC, PQ is equal to SR and PQRS is a quadrilateral. So let us solve that. Exercise 8.2, question number 1. We have a quadrilateral and these are the midpoints of the quadrilateral. That is S, R, Q, P, and AC is the diagonal. So you have A, B, C and D. Now let us prove it. We know in triangle A, DC, S is the midpoint of AD and R is midpoint of DC. Therefore, according to the midpoint theorem, SR is equal to half AC and SR is parallel to AC. That is your first result according to midpoint theorem. Second, isn't that very simple? Number 2. In triangle ABC, P and Q are midpoints of AB and BC respectively. Therefore, according to midpoint theorem, PQ is equal to half AC is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to AC is parallel to SR. Therefore, PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to SR. And third result, in quadrilateral PQRS, opposite side PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to SR. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. So that was very simple question number 1 of exercise 8.2. Now let us do the second one. ABCD is a rhombus and PQRS are midpoints of side AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Show that the quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Now to prove any figure as a rectangle, we need to prove one of the angle to be 90 degrees. So now question number 2. If we take this as a rhombus, and we have this A, B, C and D as rhombus and S, R, Q, P are midpoints. AC is the diagonal. We label this as 1 and 2, this angle 3, this angle 4, this angle 5 and this point as point E. Now let us solve it. We know that in triangle ABC, P and Q are midpoints of AB and BC respectively. Therefore, PQ is equal to half AC and PQ is parallel to AC according to midpoint theorem. Same way in triangle ADC, R and S are midpoints of CD and DA respectively. Therefore, again by midpoint theorem, SR is equal to half AC and SR is parallel to AC. From result 1 and 2, 1 and 2 from 1 and 2 we can say that PQ is equal to half AC is equal to SR and PQ parallel to AC parallel to SR. So PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to SR. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. Now, in ERC triangle and triangle EQC, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. They are diagonals of the rhombus bisecting the opposite angles. Therefore, CR is equal to CQ because CD, half of CD and half of BC are equal, and CE is equal to CE, that is a common side. Therefore, triangle ERC is equal to triangle EQC by SAS congruency. Therefore, angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by CPCT. But angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180. Therefore, angle 3 is equal to angle 4 is equal to 90. Therefore, angle RQP is equal to 180 minus angle B. Therefore, PQ is parallel to AC and EQ is transversal. Therefore, angle 5 is equal to angle 3 vertically opposite angles. Therefore, angle 5 is also 90 degrees and angle RQP is equal to 180 minus angle 5 is equal to 90. Therefore, parallelogram PQRS is a rectangle. That is your question number 2. Now let us do the third one. ABCD is a rectangle and PQRS are midpoints of side AB, BC, CD and DA. We have to show that the quadrilateral is a rhombus. That is a case which is similar to the above one and reverse of it. So here we have the same figure of question number 2. You can work as in triangle ABC PQ is equal to half AC and PQ is parallel to AC by midpoint theorem. Therefore, in triangle similarly ADC SR is equal to half AC and SR is parallel to AC. Therefore, PQ is equal to SR and PQ is parallel to SR. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. Now, in triangle PAS and triangle PBQ, angle A is equal to angle B, which is 90 degrees, and AP is equal to BP because P is the midpoint. Therefore, AS is equal to BQ because half AD is equal to half BC. Therefore, triangle PAS is congruent to triangle PBQ by SAS congruency. Therefore, PS is equal to PQ by CPCT. So, PQ is equal to, we have PS is equal to QR and PQ is equal to SR. They are opposite sides of parallelogram. Therefore, PQ is equal to QR is equal to RS is equal to SP. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is a rhombus. That is your question number 3. Now let us try the fourth one. Here in fourth one we have ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to CD and BD is the diagonal and E is the point of AD, midpoint of AD, and A is the line drawn from E parallel to AB intersecting BC at F. Show that F is the midpoint. Now here we are doing example 4. In this, if we draw the diagram, we get something like this, where this line is joining and it is passing like this way, where you can say A, B, C and D, E and F and point G. Very easy it is. Now here in triangle DAB, E is midpoint of DA and EG is parallel to AB because EF is parallel to AB. Therefore, according to converse of midpoint theorem, G is midpoint of BD. Again, in quadrilateral A, B, C and D, G is the midpoint of BD and GF is parallel to DC as we did before. Therefore, F is the midpoint of BC by converse of midpoint theorem. Now we do the fifth question. Here, in a parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoints of side AB and BC respectively. Show that the line segment AF and EF trisects the diagonal BD. The figure is something this way. Okay, so now here Now we know F is the midpoint here and E is the midpoint here. If I join this AF and EC, that is A, B, C and D, I get a figure like this. Now here we know that since opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel and equal, therefore quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore, AB is parallel to DC and AF is parallel to FC. AE parallel to FC, that is your first result. And AB is equal to DC. Therefore, half AB is also equal to half DC. Therefore, AE is equal to FC. That is your result 2 and this is your result 1. From result 1 and 2 you can say AE is parallel to PC and AE is equal to PC. Therefore, quadrilateral AEF quadrilateral AECF is a parallelogram. Now in triangle DQC, F is the midpoint of DC and FP is parallel to CQ. Therefore, this is because AF is parallel to CE. Therefore, DP is equal to DQ, that is 3 by converse of midpoint theorem. Therefore, BQ is equal to PQ, that is the fourth result. So we can say that AF and EC trisects the diagonal because DP is equal to DQ is equal to BQ. Now let us do the sixth question. In sixth question we have